Good morning, this is Paul Langham and welcome to another video in my series as we get ready for the 27th of September, the Internet Marketing Conference in Brussels. So today's video is slightly different. I'm going to make a huge shout out for Dave in Antwerp, who has very kindly been interacting with me on the First Benelux Internet Marketing Facebook group and has posed a lot of very good questions and interesting questions. And for those people in the group, it's worth following along on this thread because there's just on the thread itself, there's some gems coming out already, information that if you're starting off is worth knowing. So I'm going to try and answer Dave's question and put all of this in a video so it's other people can follow along as well, as I said, and we can, excuse me, sorry, my phone just went off then. So I'm just going to try and put all of this in a video so we can answer the questions and people can follow along. So my role, one of the principal roles that I've set myself for the day itself, for the 27th, is we're going to have 50 people in a room, and we're going to have, for argument's sake, we're going to have beginner marketers, we're going to have intermediate marketers, and we're going to have people who are very experienced marketers. Now my job is to ensure that the people that are starting out start to network with the people that are starting out, so the beginner guys. The intermediate people also network with each other, and the experienced people also network with each other. That does not mean we're not going to cross-network, but it is essential that you hook up with like-minded people. We are all like-minded because we're all entrepreneurs. We wouldn't be in the room if we weren't, so that part is a pass already. But you then need to hook up with people who are at the same level, who have maybe haven't launched a product, for example, if you're a beginner, and you need to work towards that together with other people that are obviously at that level. Okay, so here's the point on this one. Dave's point was that it's not good to market products which you don't believe in or which are not suitable effectively for the level that you're currently at yourself. Absolutely agree, fully agree, very good point, and here's how it should work. When you think about the first product that you ever launched, and hopefully actually I'm going to try and find the first website that I ever built from, I think it was 2003 in fact. I'm going to try and find it on Wayback Machine, and I'm going to try and show people that. I'm going to show what I did then, and you'll see it's pretty amateur because it was the first thing I put up. So my point is this: when you're pretty amateur at the beginning stage, and that's absolutely normal, you shouldn't then expect to hook up with someone who is extremely experienced and be able to convince them that your product is something which they are going to market. So if you think at the other end of the scale, you think about people like Ryan Deiss, Frank Kern, these guys that are very well known. When they put something out and they market each other's products, they know that the other person, so if Ryan Deiss gets product from Frank Kern, he knows that the product's going to be at the same level as his. It's going to be absolutely professional. It's going to convert very well. So people basically at the same level stay together. Does this mean then beginner or intermediate level marketers are just going to be promoting bad products? No, because you hook up with the people that are serious, and together you walk forward, you march forward together. And as I say, I will show what I did actually in 2003. And yeah, okay, it was not the best site, but I did actually make money out of the whole venture then, and I've been able to improve on those things since then. So that's the first point. The second point is that you shouldn't ever market anything that you don't believe in yourself. That's the first thing. If you simply don't think it's right for you, you shouldn't do it. And thirdly, what I'm also going to try and do, as well as people, I'm going to probably have actually a name tag here, a little name tag, and you're just going to say you're in a beginner, intermediate, or experienced. And what I'm going to try and also do is have a little area on that ticket where you can say what your expected expertise is, your actual expertise. So that, for example, if you're into traffic, which I like traffic very much, then I'm going to have a little thing which says, you know, I'm Mr. Traffic type of thing. So then people who are into traffic can talk to me and I can talk to them. Again, it doesn't mean if you've got someone who's interested in offline marketing, you're not going to talk to them. You are, but you should, you know, seriously hook up and think about launching and marketing each other's products. If you're into traffic and you are at the same level, obviously check those products out. You'll be speaking to each other afterwards. This is, you know, an ongoing thing. This is going to be going on. This is not a one-off. This is hopefully for Belgium, this is a thing which is going to start something really good. It's a beginning for all of us. But that's how I see it working. I don't necessarily say this is the only way, I don't say it's the best way, but that's the way that I've got in my head at the moment. So to answer Dave's question, you should never ever have to promote something which you don't believe in. If the product simply isn't good when you look at it with your own professional expertise, you're just not going to launch it. And thirdly, you normally should launch to your own list products which will be of interest to them. So if you have a list which is interested in traffic, they're probably not going to be interested in SEO, offline marketing, something like that. But again, we're going to cover all this stuff very, very quickly. And I think the last points that Dave mentioned was about the networking in the bar. What I'm hoping to do is that for the beginner people, I'll be able to give a huge amount of information. They'll be completely overwhelmed because you've got Chris Nolan and you've got John Robbins as well giving information. The intermediate marketers, I'll be able to give very, very good information, which is going to be some stuff which they still don't know and can help them on their way. And the people who are very, very good, I still believe I'm going to be able to give them some golden nuggets which they may not even know, and they may even be able to hook up with some big guys and really improve their business as a result of meeting everybody on the day. And the analogy again, if I just come back, my garden is very wet here actually, so my feet are getting wet. The analogy again is if you can hook up with some like-minded people at the end of the day here, imagine you can hook up with people, and in total, when you send out your product as an intermediate marketer, you can market as a result of the meetup here, plus the other people that you know, you can send out, just say to 10,000 people. We're not going to give any crazy conversion rates, but do some conversion rates, at 0.5% on that, or 1% at that, or even 2% at that, or even more at that level, and work out, the amount of money you could make based on the products that you're buying. You can do the math. Then you'll see what it is that I'm talking about. And the reason why I'm sort of insistent on this is that, again, Dave will probably almost certainly relate to this. I get a huge number of messages on Facebook every day from people that I've never ever met. And I don't mind, because I'm a very open type of guy. I want to meet people, I do something for people, help people out for nothing. I'm that type of person. But I get all these messages, and basically people, it's what they say, PMS, basically promote my, SHIT. I don't know them, they say promote all this stuff, and I don't know who these guys are, I don't know what the sort of products are. I look at some of this stuff, it takes time, it costs me time, and for me that's not actually the way to do it. And the last point I want to come to before I go rambling as usual, is that in fact people have forgotten that, okay, we're online, which means you can connect with everybody throughout the world, but the local connection, this actual physical face-to-face connection, is just as valuable when you're online as it is when you're offline. Because we're going to have this marketing conference over here. If you want to hook up with people on the Warrior Forum and all that stuff, you've got to go to Raleigh in Carolina or North Carolina. You've got to go to the stuff in Florida. Not everybody can do that because they're still in the stage where they're switching out of one business into another, for example. I've got school runs, kids, and all that type of thing. It makes it very difficult for me to get away. It's another reason why I'm starting stuff over here. And not everybody has got the money at the stage when they're starting to get over to the States, and you have to sort of sit in the bar with those guys till very, very late at night, and maybe even be somebody that you're not, in order for them to say, oh yeah, I remember you. I'm gonna push a button for you when it comes to launching your product. So maybe that makes some sense. I hope that it does. And so again, what we're trying to build over here is a local community, and we're not going to forget the fact that because we're online, we can ignore the face-to-face. And I truly believe that when you get that Facebook message from someone you've met down here, and and you trust already because you've spoken to them maybe here and exchanged emails or whatever, then it's going to be much easier for you to spend time looking at their products and get ready to launch something for them, so long as it fits into your niche and the product is of the correct offers the correct value, and it has the correct expertise behind it based on your level, than if you get someone just purely hitting you up on Facebook who just says promote this stuff for me. So that was about it. I hope that's of use. Again, thank you very, very much today from Antwerp. Please join in the conversation, and let's keep it all going, and we'll see each other on the 27th.